Today, I'll be showing off my NYCC comic book haul. Stick around.
DJ Lynx is in the building.
Before we continue, make sure you bookmark the dates of October 21st through the 23rd. That's when we'll be having our annual C3 event. That's Comics Curing Cancer. In partnership with the American Cancer Society, a bunch of us YouTubers, including myself, Rob Fat Stacks of Comics, Legion of Comics, Remy Q Studios, and many more will be raising funds to help fight the diabolical disease. We'll have auctions, telethon-style programming, and giveaway prizes. That's all happening October 21st through the 23rd. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy DJ Lynx, back in the building, back in effect, and back with another video. And yo, New York Comic Con NYCC 2022 was a blast. It was epic. It was, yo, like legit. I don't even know what else to say. I was there Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. I was not there on Sunday. I'm actually recording this on Sunday. And I picked up a bunch of stuff. More important than that, I met a lot of great people from the community. People that I've been dealing with for a long time as well that I've never met in person. So big shout out to the big homie Jim Mint Collectibles. He was, you know, we met up and we walked around town, and it was definitely like a highlight of my YouTube career. Big shout out to the Comic Mint, Kevin, Nate, April, Steve, of course, my guy, Matt Wilson. I cannot thank Matt Wilson enough. He did the cover of Dead End #1, my New York City Comic Con exclusive, or NYCC City's not in there, right? Anyway, whatever. Big shout out to Matt Wilson. I am forever grateful to you, sir. And of course, big shout out to my guy, Javon Jordan, who was annoyed probably by me all day as I was sitting with him at the Comic Mint booth. And it was just an epic, overwhelming feeling to be on the other side of the table for the first time ever in my life. You know, met a bunch of people. Big shout out to Sans Group, my guy James. It was a pleasure to meet you, even though it was like super brief. You know, it was a pleasure running into you, sir. Will from Cup of Comics, he actually blessed me with this shirt at the con yesterday, and I was just like, you know what, boom, I'm rocking it right now. As I was gathering all my stuff, I was like, I'm rocking this. Davis Ryder, of course. Ninth Wonder Collectibles, Nerdy Girl Comics, who was super cool. Nelson from Big Time Collectibles, super cool. Like everybody was super cool. Well, not everybody, but for the most part, everybody was super cool. And yeah, now I'm just gonna show you all the stuff that I got. A lot of it is you know, new modern variants, a lot of NYCC exclusives, you know, just piles and piles of stuff. And then I have some key slabs at the end of this video. So the first thing we're gonna start out with is this Black Adam Funko Pop. So this was actually a freebie, but it's pretty cool. So if you spent a certain amount of money at the Comic Mint booth, well, I don't know if that's actually true, because I think they were giving this to everybody, but you will get a free Black Adam Pop or a free Venom Pop. I chose the Black Adam Pop. Speaking of pop, let's keep it moving. And, you know, shout out to my guy, Kevin G. He blessed me. He was online for the Funko, all the Funko exclusives. And I said, hey, what's good with that Biggie, yo? And he just gave me the Biggie. No money exchange. He was just like, yo, you know what? Link Squad for life. Here you go, Biggie. So big shout out to Link Squad member Kevin G. Now let's get into the book. So of course we're gonna start out with my exclusive, and yo, I've been like talking about it all day, but I'm super proud of this, and this is it. And this is a triple sign version. I said virgin. Well, it is a virgin, but triple signed by Matt Wilson, myself, and Javon Jordan. This is absolutely phenomenal. Again, big shout out to Matt Wilson on the cover, Javon Jordan on the story, and DJ Lynx just inserting himself in that mix. I don't know. We're gonna keep it moving with some Comic Mint stuff. So this is Lady Hell, which is a Dynamite title. So I picked this up. Based on the cover, and then when I was just like, it's Dynamite, I was like, whatever. Another Comic Mint joint. So Hail Crow, the Wu-Tang homage. This was the first book to sell out at the Comic Mint booth. So this is pretty dope. A lot of people were asking for that. And there's a Miles joint that everybody was asking for. Kaya #1. I got that because it was 20 bucks. So I was just like, 20 bucks, not bad. And then I got this one from my guy Nomas. So big shout out to Nomas Comics. I didn't shout him out at the beginning of this video. So he had this one, and this is a virgin variant by Rob Nycc. I think that's how you pronounce it. So that's dope. No Mas is the man. Got this from Big Time Collectibles. So this is Dark Crisis #1, Gabriel Delato Virgin variant. This thing is absolutely stunning. I was just like, yo, I need that. I need that. And then I believe this is a Carnivore Comics one. And yeah, it says it on the back, Carnivore Comics. And this is Batman Beyond #1, another Gabriel Delato. And you know what I mean? I love Gabriel Delato. I was online talking to somebody and we were just like yapping about Delato and Perillo. And this is like, yeah, like it was like almost a battle. Like who's better? And this is Ninja Funk #1. Cover done by Javon Jordan. And this is also a No Mas Comics exclusive. Boom, Ninja Funk. That's actually a fire cover. I missed out on, Javon had an amazing Shredder cover and whatever. I let it slip through my fingers. But I didn't let this slip through my fingers. So this is Dead End, the secret Whatnot exclusive. So Dead End #1, secret Whatnot exclusive, NYCC. And yeah, man, he blessed me with this. So boom. Another Carnival foil. And this is that Batman Beyond foily, and this is number 155 of 1000. And then this, oh man, this was really special right here. So Whatnot had their whole big, you know, with the arcade thing that they set up and this and that, where people stream from the stage and all that. And, you know, they had that going on, but they also had a booth like all the way on the other side in the corner. And I was just walking, it was like the last day and I was just walking up and down the aisles. So then I saw my guy, JPG McFly, the creator of Ninja Funk. And I went up to him and I was just like, yo, JPG. He was like, DJ Links. We actually have a relationship. I'm just not, you know, saying that. And I, you know, congratulated him on all the success of Ninja Funk, wished him the best. He and I spoke about this 2 years ago when he was giving me, it wasn't called Ninja Funk at the time, but he was like giving me a rundown of this idea. This was 2 years ago. And to see it come to fruition, it was amazing. And he was there and he had every single artist that was involved with this book sign it. So this is 6 times signed, which is absolutely amazing. And the only name that I can make out is Alex Reigel. Picked up this Vanish #1, which is a No Mas Comics exclusive. And this one was signed by Aaron Bartling. So Aaron Bartling is a true gem, one of the nicest people that I've ever met. Just so gracious, and he's going to be involved in C3 as well. Moving on to some more stuff. So this is the 25th anniversary of Frank Miller's 300, which is a Virgin variant done by HAAWK. And I had no idea about this book until my guy Comic Book Drip Doggy hit me up and was just like, yo, boom. And that shit was fire. And actually, I didn't go get this. Shout out to Mrs. Links. I was at the Comic Man booth doing my thing. And I was just like, babe, would you mind going to see HAAWK and picking up this book? And she did just that. So big shout out to Mrs. Links. And this is Briar #1. And this is the Comic Corner exclusive. This is actually a dope cover, man. Beautiful, beautiful piece of art right there. Boom. Let me start putting that there before the pile gets too high. Yeah, we still got a lot more stuff, baby. What is this? Poison Ivy. I forgot. Eastside Comics. So Poison Ivy foil. Eastside Comics foily goodness. I think that's Poison Ivy #1. Back to the Comic Mint. Now, these were probably one of the biggest hits of the weekend, and this is the Action Comics foil variant. So Action Comics #1. Foily goodness. So boom. And Detective Comics #27. Detective Comics #27. Boom. Reprints first appearance of Batman and the foily goodness. Now these facsimiles came out a couple of weeks ago in just like normal paper. Normal paper. And then, you know, Comic Mint did them up in foily stuff. And those were like a big hit. Let's keep it moving with this Hail Crow. So this was another No Mas exclusive, Hail Crow. Yo, and this is the medal. So I got 2 medals this weekend. This one was done by John Gallagher. There was another No Mas exclusive metal Hail Crow that I got and I wound up moving. But yo, phenomenal. Shout out to John Gallagher, fantastic artist. This is what put me on to John Gallagher. Now I'm like looking up his stuff. Fantastic. This is what we got here. KRS Comics, Gun Honey, Blood for Blood, #1. This one was done by Will Jack, which was crazy. The other one was sold out, but that's dope. Gun Honey, you know I love me some Gun Honey. And then big shout out to John Jang. I picked this book up from Big Time Collectibles and then I went to Artist Alley to go see John and he signed this for me. John is An absolutely stellar human being. Another big time collectibles, the last HAAWK. Boom, boom, boom. And big time collectibles, they shared a booth with Far Side Comics, and Miko Suyan was signing like right in the middle. The booth was tiny. It was like maybe a 6-foot table, comics on one side, Miko right in the middle, just signing. So that was dope. Speaking of Miko, we got this Vanish #1, black and white variant. Where did I get this at? I think this was at Eastside Comics. So Nycc Lee TMNT Armageddon game #1. So that's fire. Boom. Damn, I should have picked up the J Vaughn joints. Mike Mayhew. I said Matt. Mike Mayhew. This Star Wars Vader. I think this is either 25 or 27. Boom. Virgin variant. Cold Dead Hands. J Vaughn Jordan Comic Mint Chromium foil goodness right there. This book has been optioned. I don't know what that means. Picked up for a show or something. We got Eternus #2 from Scout Comics, which this is a gorgeous wraparound cover. Virgin variant wraparound cover. Super, super dope. This is a good read. Good read. Again, Comic Book Drip Doggy put me onto it and I got it and I enjoyed the first issue. Back to the Comic Mint. This beautiful Joe Jusko Spider-Man #1. Boom. That's fire. Let's start putting that stuff over here. There's just so many books and we're almost done. And then this one was one of the ones that sold out. This Miles Morales 39 with the red background. The black background one is fire. This is the red background. Born of Blood #1. So I got this for Tiago da Silva to sign it, and then I didn't see him until yesterday, and I was just like, I'm not gonna do whatever. So boom, boom, boom. Born of Blood. This is also a dope ass story. Yeah. And then let's leave that one for last. More Comic Mint goodness. So Heart Eyes, cover done by Matt Wilson, which is absolutely stunning. Beautiful piece of art right there. It's literally eyes on a heart. It's called Heart Eyes. And then the Cleaver, the Curse of Cleaver County. This is another one that's absolutely phenomenal. Like, I love Matt's art style. So that's pretty dope. They had this version. This is the regular version, and then they had the metal version. So boom, that's that. And then last but certainly not least, on the raw book tip before we get to the slabs, this is called Tulan from Tulan Comics. There was an indie guy that I met there, and he was like, hey, you got 2 minutes for me to tell you about my book? And I was like, you know what? Absolutely, I do. And he sold me on this, Tulan Comics. A positive spin on comic books where it's just like this tiger guy. His name is Drip, and that stands for, it says right here, do right, inspire people. So he goes into schools and he's real big on anti-bullying. So it's called Tulan. You can catch them on Instagram at Tulan Comics. And I can't wait to crack into this. Very, very cool cat. And then last but certainly not least, some slabs. So yeah, yesterday, it was my last day there. We did a lap and stuff. I'm with the family. It was me, Mrs. Lynx, my daughter, Kevin G, Lynx Squad member. And I was just like, I needed to get something. I couldn't just leave with all these exclusives. I needed to get something for myself. And you know, I hit up a booth. I forgot the name of the booth, but I hit them up and I copped this. So New Mutants 87 from 1990, CGC white pages in an 8.0. It is not a 9.8, it is not a 9.6, it is not a 9.2, it is whatever. But I am not a grade snob, and the price was right. And I was just like, yo, let me get that. 8.0, I've always wanted the first appearance of Cable. I have the gold second print, which is like, you know, $3 book, but it was ripe for the taking. And then same booth, I was just like, yo, can we do a package deal? Cause I'm looking at this thing. And she was like, sure. And I picked up this. So Tales to Astonish number 93, 5.0 white pages. You know, I'm doing my Tales to Astonish run, and this was one of the covers that I wanted to get a couple of weeks back at King Con, but the dude at the booth was wilding with his price, and I was just like, nah fam, I'll get that elsewhere. And surprisingly, I was able to get a good deal at New York Comic Con, because what happens is at this spot, at New York Comic Con, yo, a lot of the prices be ridiculous. But if you go in, and I'm not big on haggling, like I've said that before, but if you go in and be like, yo, really? That's all you have to say. Go up to them and just like, look at the price, because that's where the price was. You be like that and be like, really? And they'll just be like, well, shoot me an offer, son. And I was like, all right. And they was like, fine, boom, that and that. First full Silver Surfer appearance outside of the Fantastic Four, Hulk versus Silver Surfer. So I think this might be Silver Surfer's 4th appearance, maybe. because you got Fantastic Four, 48, 49, and 50. I think this comes next. Don't quote me on that, I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is my New York Comic-Con haul. Be on the lookout for the highlight video. I'm gonna work on that. I didn't take a lot of footage, but I did take some footage, and you know, I love putting those highlight reels together. A lot of stuff, you can't see it out of camera because it's all like on the edge, but yo, a lot of books, 2 slabs, some other stuff, like a lot of prints. And again, I just wanna, you know, big up everybody that I met, everybody that came up to the table and was just like, yo, I watch your stuff, I'm a big fan. And that stuff is like super humbling. Afro Latino Geek, big shout out to you, sir. Big shout out to you, man. My guy, you put some tears in my eyes, dog. I'm not even gonna lie. And just meeting like these people that are part of the community. The community is more than just people on YouTube. Community is more than just people on Instagram. The community is everybody, you know what I'm saying? And that's gonna do it for me, ladies and gentlemen. As always, subscribe, like, hit that notification bell, share this video, tell your friends about me. And as always, most importantly, spread love, because it's the Brooklyn way. Peace.